When we lose our gratitude, many things that are contrary to gratitude occur. Eventually, we will not be satisfied with the circumstances God gave us and come to complain and grumble. Through the history of the Israelites, 3,500 years ago, in the desert on the way to Canaan, which served as a shadow, God already showed us the results of those who lose their gratitude. Take a look at all the people around us, the brothers and sisters in faith, the family members in the house, and the neighbors. How much have we given thanks to God when we live our life? How much have we given thanks to our family? How much have we given thanks to our neighbors, relatives, and acquaintances? If such things were lacking in us, in the remaining time, we must show our sincerity and heart to make up for even a little bit of the gratitude we have been lacking. Let's take a look at the lesson Jesus gave us about how to live a life full of gratitude by going to Luke chapter 17. Let's read verse 11. Now on his way to Jerusalem, Jesus traveled along the border between Samaria and Galilee. As he was going into a village, 10 men who had leprosy met him. They stood at a distance and called out in a loud voice, "Jesus, Master, have pity on us." When he saw them, he said, "Go, show yourselves to the priests." And as they went, they were cleansed. One of them, when he saw he was healed, came back, praising God in a loud voice. He threw himself at Jesus' feet and thanked him, and he was a Samaritan. Jesus asked, "Were not all 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? Was no one found to return and give praise to God except this foreigner?" Then he said to him, "Rise and go. Your faith has made you well." The other 9 also received God's grace, but they did not return to give thanks to God. Because of them, Jesus was heartbroken. Where are the other 9? Why did Jesus leave this word? Although they all received the same grace, one Samaritan gave thanks, and the other 9 did not give thanks. Jesus distinguished between those who gave thanks and those who did not give thanks. By doing so, Jesus explained once again the commandment of giving thanks. In the life of faith, we have always taken for granted salvation, the forgiveness of sins, God's blessing, God's concern, and God's protection. It is thanks to all these graces that we are able to become who we are today without any misfortune. Thus, just because we cannot see them, it does not mean that God does not take care of us. What did God promise us to the very end of the age? Didn't God say, "I will be with you always"? God is always concerned about us, thinking, would they fall into the temptation of sin? Aren't they on the wrong path, the path to hell, not to the kingdom of heaven? To put it simply, even when their children grow up to be 100 years old, parents are concerned for their children. Because God the Mother has taken care of us and protected us with this kind of heart, you and I are able to be here today.